Come on, let's bring this thing in. But getting back would be really easy, because all I do is fly to the coastline and follow the coastline all the way back, hit Minehead and turn right. So everyone, and welcome to the channel. Today's going to be a little mini adventure for me. So back in Somerset, and I'm hoping to go to North Devon to a little airfield called Belle Vue. Sounds like something out of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, but it's not. It's a lovely little grass strip, and the last time I was there, Jay, one for you if you're watching, it was absolutely chucking it down. We actually drove there from Derbyshire, Mark and I, to go and collect an aeroplane to bring it back up for maintenance. And today I'm actually going to be flying in there. It's a lovely little grass strip, 520 metres, but it is in North Devon, and it's 675 feet above sea level and gets lots of coastal influences. Those that remember my video to Davidstow, this is a little bit further north, all on the screen now showing you the route. It's only 31 miles away, but for me it's still a nice little flight to change the county and go somewhere new. So let's get the checks complete. All the stuff's here, and you might be able to see the flying suits in the background. Yes, flying suits in the background, remembered at this time. It's quite a big circuit there, as you'll probably see on the screen now, and I did spend quite a bit of time on Google Maps trying to work out where the roads were in relation to the circuit. But other than that, hopefully I won't screw up and get there and say hello to a few pilots at Belle Vue. So let's get checks complete, let's get on the road. Or even more so, let's get in the air. Right then, let's get things sorted. All looking good, PPR's done. So I realised I left my radio at home, so I phoned up Belle Vue again and confirmed they're happy for a non-radio join. Yeah, we're just standard overhead join and keep an eye out. So thanks Lynn for that, and yeah, let's hopefully get there. I don't know what the time is, but I don't know what the route time is, but I think it's going to be about an hour and a bit. Depends on whether I get head or tailwind. The winds are variable today. 1 minute they're literally cycling, so not quite sure what I'm going to get at height. The 214 wasn't really helpful either, but yeah, all good. So let's get en route, see if the engine will start. So clear prop. Controls are full and free, hang bolt secure, main harness is good, and the temperatures are warming up nicely. Will be warm by the time I backtrack. And I'll stop with a good look out for anyone joining. Lots of birds out today, thermaling birds, and a blue sky day, which always makes it novel. There's about 3 tiny little clouds over there. Temps are nearly there. Right, so security, wind and weather are good. Instruments are checked and set. Temps are within nearly at takeoff temp, but will be by the time I've turned around. That's good. Fuel is sufficient, trim is set, and I'm happy. And in the event of an engine failure not achieving full power, I'm definitely going to be landing straight ahead. Right, let's go. All looks good. Can't even see the windsock from here. Right, power neutral, nose wheel straight. Let's go to Belle Vue and see what it's all about. Full power. And we're away. Right, so we're en route now. And you've skipped a bit. Here's the route that I'm on at the moment. And it always amazes me that although that Glebe Farm is 460 feet, 450 feet above sea level, and you can see the sea over there, That hill's quite close. I don't know if the camera will do it justice. I'm already at 1,300 feet, still climbing, and I would be below the mast. So a few times I've sort of flown up the valley and gone round and come back. But then when you come overhead to clear it, to come back in, you've got like 2,000 feet to get rid of. So I hope you've been enjoying the content recently, and I know a lot of my flights have been kind of local, just chatting about subjects. And someone said to me recently that they actually quite like my little adventures, or the little adventures we've been on. Mark, Ben himself, the low and slow to Balado was absolutely epic. So I thought, actually, I've always been saying to myself, I need to go to places and just break the postcode again. So let's get en route. 29 miles to go. I will give you a little bit of the flavour of that, but it's more about the journey. For my colleagues in the CIA, the Crow Island Air Park, yes, I do agree with you. I do have more land out options than you, because apparently where they fly in Crow Island near Massachusetts, it's all trees. And yeah, I have a lot more options than you do, so I'll take that one. I will definitely take that one. I think today is going to be a very busy day, aircraft wise, because it's the weekend and it's flyable. It's not cold yet, but yeah, definitely flyable. So I think it's definitely going to be eyes out. So at this point I am, as I say, going to shut the cameras down. I'll leave you with Mr. Wingcam for the rest of the flight. If that runs out, it'll be what it'll be, and I will join you when I get near to Bellevue, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, styly. So yeah, I'll join you later on in the flight and rejoin you if anything interesting happens. Welcome back. Just trying to work out the orientation of which way. I think I'm going to be landing on 08 because it's an easterly wind at the moment. We're about 8.5 miles to go, so I'm just trying to get myself up to the above mean sea level will be 2,675 feet. So I'm just trying to get to the join height. And then because we do non-standard joins at Darley Moor, I'm just trying to get my brain in gear again for where I need to be. So it might sound bizarre, but when you do a certain type of circuit join all the time, to then go and do a standard overhead join, which will probably be the first one I've done, which is 2,000 feet in the overhead, descend on the dead side, down to 1,000 feet circuit height, on a circuit I've never been to before, trying to remember the reference points. Hey, hello. There we go, almost at join height now. Definitely noticing the convergence from whatever's coming in off the sea, because we're hitting midday now, and so we've got an easterly and a possible sea breeze as well, which will make it a bit novel, to say the least. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, 7 miles to go. Still can't quite see it yet. But getting back would be really easy, because all I'd do is fly to the coastline and follow the coastline all the way back, hit Minehead and turn right. The joy of coastal navigation. I've missed flying near the coast, I really have. Has anyone been doing this Sky Demon heat map thing? I've pretty much had an epic fail on that. And the reason being is, I fly in circles a lot, so I don't use Sky Demon. And when I have done it, I haven't uploaded my tracks to the cloud, so I didn't have the 50 to do it. Which did make me chuckle, because as I say, I didn't have enough tracks to do my heat map. But I'm sure if I did, it would just be a really big, intense circle of going round and round in circles. It was weird actually flying here, because I flew up part of the North Devon Link Road, and those that have been to this part of the world will know that North Devon Link, the A361. I was like, oh, I'm so used to driving or being driven up and down that road that it was weird flying over it. Still not quite summer. I've got sore thumbs because they're cold. Right, there's a really, really big mast in the circuit. It's 580 feet tall, and they actively say, don't hit it. No, they don't actually, but I kind of find it weird that you see where you're going, especially at the PB speed, and you get really excited that you've spotted where you need to land. It was 5 miles when I saw it, 4.5 miles when I spotted it. It's like, I want to get there, but I'm not quite there yet. It's like, I want to be on the ground, happy that I've got to my destination and safe, but it's taking me a while to get there. So that's me anyway. I suppose those that fly a lot faster ships will kind of see it and they're practically on top of it, so they don't have that weight. But it is nice to sort of know where you're going. It's completely different to Florida, I can guarantee you that, where t-shirt and no gloves, despite flying at 55 miles an hour, it was warm. We're not quite in summer yet. In the overhead, let's start getting down. So, downwind checks fuel. I know from departure we've got enough. Awareness, one aircraft backtracked. Reminds me of when I did an approach to Dairy House for the first time. Their circuit's like a jumbo jet circuit. It took me 20 minutes from joining to land, which when you've got to balance fuel, I don't want to go up, I want to go down. Come on, let's bring this thing in. Looking down the runway. And we're down. Lovely jubbly. And we've arrived. Looks like they're all out today. We'll leave it there, put the wing down into wind. Right, we're here. Let's shut down and get sorted. And 12:17, 1 hour. So again, the joys of vlogging is that you always have one camera that shuts down or one camera that doesn't work, but I've arrived, and Guy's in the background. He's very kindly making me a cup of tea, which is very nice, even though I brought my own tea with me. And this gentleman I did meet last time I was here, but it was very wet. Other than that, it's great to be here. What a fantastic site this is, right on the coast here in North Devon. And they're just so friendly. Beckoned me in, and I've shut down, and first thing is, do you want a brew? Yeah, and I can't wait to see stuff take off here, but it's just nice to warm up. My hands are exceedingly cold here, so complete contrast to Florida, but it's nice to be flying back in the UK and the scenery that we've got here. I'm going to a bit more of a walk around here and say hello and see what aircraft they've got, and enjoy North Devon for a couple of hours before I fly home. Brought my lunch, but it's just great to chat to people. Hello Guy!
Hello, how are you? Welcome to Bellevue.
Where am I?
Bellevue.
Oh, is that where I landed? So those that know the chap that just was in the doorway there, that's Guy Blackstone, and we've been having a great catch up. I've only ever met him today, but we've corresponded a couple of times on Messenger about getting in here. They're just so friendly here, so I'm really pleased that I've made the effort to, let's say it was only 30 odd miles, but it was enough to get me away from Glebe Farm and go somewhere new and add somewhere new in the logbook. So yeah, cool. I'm going to get sorted soon, get myself back in the aircraft, and then start heading back towards Glebe Farm. It's going to be a bit of a headwind, but it's come more northerly now, so hopefully it should be a crosswind rather than a straight headwind. Winds are variable, and there is definitely the sea convergence kicking in, so we'll see how that affects me on the way back. I say, join you for the quick return trip back to Glebe Farm. Oh, come on.
Clip her up.
Always helps when you turn the ignition on. Good, check's complete, now we're on final. Let's go. There's where straight past neutral, and temps all checks complete. So and we're off. Thank you, Bellevue. Don't know how long the cameras are going to last, but we'll give it a whirl. It's nice that there's a coastal effect at the moment that happened when I flew to Davidstow, and it's swung 180 now ish. There's Lundy. Squirrel. And so yeah, I'm getting a bit of a tailwind component now. So I haven't spoken to Guy. He said get beyond the reservoir, which is down there, and I'm going to head north and get out of circuit. So I get told off later on. Guy, it's all your fault. Let's see what I can get with that quartering tailwind, and see how quickly I can get back. So it's pretty much an hour to the minute arriving, so that was good. And they're so pleasant. They're generally, I think that's one of the things I love about aviation, especially lighter aviation. Everyone's just so friendly. So thank you everyone at Bellevue. Thank you Guy, great to meet you in person. And a shout out to Ed. The flask came with me. The Frontier Airline flask had tea in it, proper British made tea, and that came with me, so I'm really happy with that. So yeah, I think I'm almost out of circuit. Down to 28. Let's see what I'm going to get when I'm turning en route. Barnstable dead ahead. About 35 mile an hour, 38 mile an hour ground speed, which is great for what I'm trying to do. There's 42. Thank you for convergence on the wind. There we go, that looks like I'm going to reach my track. I'm happy with this tailwind component, which makes my journey back a lot nicer. So it would have been about an hour and a half, which was I'd more than enough fuel for. I'd planned for it, so I took pretty much a full tank on the way out. It's not as rough as I thought. I'll stand by that from what the wind cam's going to show. But yeah, it's just nice to get out and experience other places. I'm going to wrap this video up here, so I hope you've enjoyed it. If you've got any points from the previous comments, previous questions I asked, drop them in the comments. It's always great interacting with you as the viewers, so I really enjoy that side of it. So until next time, everybody, keep smiling, fly safe, and see you in the comments.